Everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. If you've ever wondered what it's like to live in one of Southern California's most sought-after cities, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to be kicking off something very exciting. It's a brand new series where I explore different California cities in depth, and we're starting with the place that I've called home since the late 1900s, Irvine. So whether you're considering a move, just curious about the area, or looking for your next California adventure, this video, well, has everything that you need to know. And hey, if you find this helpful, go ahead and smash that like button down below and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes in this series. Now, let's talk about Irvine, because this isn't just another California suburb. With a population around 318,000 people, Irvine has managed to do something pretty remarkable. It's grown into a big city while maintaining a intentional, thoughtful approach to development that you just don't see everywhere. Now, the median age here is about 34 years old, roughly my age. I can't even keep a straight look. But seriously, such a low median age tells you right away that this city is attracting young professionals, families with kids, students as well. It's such a diverse city. And speaking of diversity, Irvine is one of the most multicultural cities that you're going to find. There's a substantial Asian American communities alongside white, Hispanic, and other ethnic groups. The diversity isn't just a statistic either. It shapes everything from the incredible food scene to the cultural events happening year round. Now, one thing that sets Irvine apart is how it is designed. Unlike cities that just sprawl outward with no real plan, Irvine is built around kind of a master plan villages. Think of neighborhoods like Woodbridge with its beautiful lakes and walking trails, or University Park near UC Irvine, or newer developments like Portola Springs in the Great Parks neighborhood. Each village has its own personality, its own parks, schools, community centers as well. Everything is connected by bike paths and pedestrian-friendly streets, which means you can actually enjoy the outdoor activities as a part of your daily routine, not just on the weekends. But since we're talking about living in California, we got to be real here and talk about money, because Irvine is not cheap. The median home price or home value sits around $1.6 million. Yes, you heard right. If you're renting, we'll expect to pay somewhere between $2,200 and $3,300 for a one-bedroom apartment, and larger places can easily run over $4,000 a month. Now, the median household income is approximately $129,000, which is great from a nationwide perspective. The level of income reflects the generally affluent population here. Now, of course, you need that higher income to pay for the higher cost of living. Now, as you might have guessed, housing costs dominate your budget in Irvine, and utilities aren't exactly bargain basement either. You're looking at Southern California energy and water costs, which can really add up. And like most of Southern California, you're going to need a car. You see, public transportation exists, but it isn't robust enough where most people try to rely on it exclusively. But here's the good news on the transportation front. Average commutes are pretty reasonable at around 21 to 24 minutes, though the 5, 405, and 133 freeways can get congested during rush hour, as anyone who's driven on these knows far too well. But they still provide access to Los Angeles, San Diego, and everywhere in between. John Wayne Airport is right here for regional and domestic flights, and LAX is accessible. It's only about 45 minutes, and depending upon the time of day, if you need international options. Now, the city has done a great job with traffic planning as well. There are smart signals, efficient street grids, and bike-friendly infrastructure, all of which helps keep those commute times relatively reasonable compared to other parts of Southern California. But here's the thing. Despite some of the inconveniences with transit and cost of living, people who live here in Irvine consistently report being satisfied with the value that they get. The city invests heavily in public safety, parks, schools, and infrastructure. When you're paying premium prices, you're getting premium services and amenities in return. Now, let's shift gears and talk about what might be Irvine's biggest draw, and that is education. The Irvine Unified School District is constantly ranked among the top districts in California. We're talking excellent standardization scores, strong college readiness program, and comprehensive extracurricular activities in STEM, arts, athletics, and leadership. This is one of the primary reasons that I live here to ensure that my son gets the best possible education. In fact, families often choose which neighborhood to live based entirely on school zoning. Now that tells you everything that you need to know about the quality here. Plus, well, you've got UC Irvine right in the city. Now it's a major research university that brings students, faculty, and researchers all from around the world. UCI doesn't just provide educational opportunities, though. It also enriches the entire cultural, intellectual life of the city with public lectures, sporting events, and cultural programs. Safety is another big factor when people consider moving here. Irvine is constantly ranked as one of the safest large cities in the entire United States. Both violent crime and property crime rates are far below national average. And now that is an accident, though. It's a result of thoughtful city planning, well-lit streets, active neighborhood watch programs, and a genuine community engagement. Now for families, especially, this peace of mind is invaluable and is often cited as the number one reason why people choose to call Irvine home. Now, one of my favorite aspects of Irvine is how much emphasis outdoor living it plays. You've got William R. Mason Regional Park with lakes, sports facilities, and trails. Boomer Canyon and Irvine Ranch Open Space Preserve often extensive hiking and biking option. Almost every neighborhood has its own parks, greenways, and the bike and pedestrian network that connect everything all nicely together. Plus, you're only about 20-30 minutes from beautiful beaches like Newport and Laguna. The city really makes it easy to maintain an active, healthy lifestyle year-round, which is one of those California perks that never gets old. So, at the end of the day, here's the million-dollar question. Who is Irvine best for? Well, it's ideal for families that prioritize safety, higher tier education, and outdoor recreation. It's great for professionals in tech, healthcare, education, or finance, or frankly, anybody that wants stable employment and high quality of life. So if you value suburban tranquility, but still want access to city amenities, or if you're into hiking, biking, beach access, well, Irvine checks off all the boxes. But despite all of that, Irvine isn't everyone's cup of tea. So if you're looking for dense urban living with nightlife similar to LA or San Francisco, this probably isn't going to be your spot. If you're on a strict budget or housing costs can be prohibitive, and if you rely heavily on public transportation, rather than driving, well, you're going to find Irvine challenging. It's also not the place if you prefer high-rise, downtown-style lifestyle. So at the end of the day, here is the bottom line. Irvine represents a premium Southern California experience. You're paying more, absolutely, but you're getting exceptional schools, remarkable safety, beautifully master-planned communities, diversified cultural experience, and solid employment opportunities in return. It's a city that has thought carefully about how to grow while maintaining the quality of life that attracts people in the first place. So take it from me, Irvine is a great place to live in California. Okay, folks, I think that's going to do it for me in this video here. If you happen to be thinking about moving or live in California, have some questions about real estate, I'm also a real estate agent right here in Irvine, California, so feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Now, be sure to check out my other videos on this channel for real estate lifestyle-focused content. As always, thanks for watching, and friends, I will see you in the next video.